lesson of the week. Can you believe it? Today's math lesson is super quick because you all have been doing such a good job with measurements. But we're going to look at our cubes again. Remember, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stacks of cubes. If you want to pause my video and go and get your own cubes, you are more than welcome to. Now, here they're out of order. They're not from tallest to shortest or from shortest to tallest. They're just all over the place. But we're going to talk about a couple different shapes. The first one that I want to talk about is our stack of 5 cubes and our stack of 2 cubes. We talked about this before. Now, do you remember which shape or which stack was shorter? Yeah. Now, this is how we would say this sentence. My 2 is shorter than my 5. Now, today, instead of saying taller, we're going to use the word longer. So we could say, my 5 is longer than my 2. So my 2 is shorter than my 5, and my 5 is longer than my 2. Let's try another one. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So, which one's longer? It's a little hard to tell when they're not side by side. We know that 5 is a bigger number than 4, so we can pretty much assume that the 5 stack is going to be longer than the 4 stack because that's 5 cubes, so it's more than 4 cubes. But let's rearrange it to make it easier. Okay, now I can see that my 5 is longer than my 4. Say it. My 5 is longer than my 4. Or you can say the sentence the other way, saying that my 4 is shorter than my 5. Now, just looking at these cubes right here, can you find a stack of cubes shorter than 1? I don't. That looks like the shortest stack to me. So that means that our cube number 1, that's our shortest stack because there is not another stack of cubes shorter than 1. Is there a stack of cubes longer than 6? I don't know about you, but it looks to me like this one is the longest, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if 6 is our longest, that means we do not have a stack longer than 6. Now, if you're at home holding up a stack of 7 cubes, then you would be right, that is longer than 6. But on the screen, 6 is the longest. Now, you can compare different stacks if you want to, but just keep in mind that it doesn't really matter how they're organized, if they're side by side, or if one's upside down. The same ones are always going to be longer than other amounts of cubes. So, you can go ahead and continue measuring them on your own, but when we come together, we're actually going to work on our problem set. Oh no, my problem set's disappeared for us, so we're just going to have to go over it when we come back together.